friends. Welcome to today's Read Aloud. Yesterday's or the last lesson was about rocks, and today I thought I would stick to the same thing about rocks, except that today's book has to do with people that study about rocks, and those people are called geologists. Geologists. So, this book called Geologist is by Nicole Brooks Bethia. An infographic illustrates the tools of the trade, and an activity offers kids an opportunity to extend discovery. So here's our table of contents, Studying the Past, which is another reason I chose this book because we are learning about the history of our Earth. What do? They being geologists. How do you become a geologist? And then there's some interesting things at the end of the book. So I'm going to hide my camera and let's start the read. I'll be back. Chapter 1, Studying the Past. I don't know if any of you have ever been here before. I know I have, and it is absolutely amazing. And then over here, do you guys remember what this is that I said that I backpacked a few times? Yeah, it's the Grand Canyon. Look at Mount Rushmore. Do you see presidents? A geologist sees granite. So, granite is the type of stone that this mountain was carved from. What do you notice about the Grand Canyon? Its depths, how deep it is. A geologist sees erosion. They see Earth's history. So, friends, if you didn't realize it, the Colorado River here, over years and years and years and years and years and years and years, it has eroded this beautiful canyon. So, this canyon, once upon a time, um, started out as just a river, and then based on the rocks and minerals that are in this canyon, it just kept eroding and eroding and eroding. And now we have this beautiful national treasure of ours. Geologists study Earth's materials and how Earth has changed over time. How? One way is studying rock. Rock deep in the earth tells them about the past. And remember from social studies, the past is something that has already happened. Well, what else? Rock can give details about past climates. This tells us how today's climate is changing. Fun fact, did you know geologists study fossils found in rock layers? They may find an ocean animal fossil. This means that there was once an ocean where there might not be an ocean anymore. Oh, wow, friends, look at this. Geologists study natural disasters. So, friends, when we talk about natural disasters, we're talking about hurricanes and tornadoes and earthquakes and blizzards and such. They map the areas where they took place. We learn from them. We build in safer places next time. We avoid earthquake and flood zones. We do not build near volcanoes. Fun fact, did you know? Yellowstone National Park has a supervolcano under it. When was the last major eruption? More than 600,000 years ago. But geologists still keep a close eye on it. Wow. Chapter 2. What did they do? Some geologists search for oil and gas. Where? Under both land and sea. They drill. They collect samples. They test them for oil and gas. And this is an example of an oil rig. It's called an oil pump jack. Oh, this is interesting. My brother used to work on one of these. They find the best way to bring oil and gas to the surface. Then we use it for energy. It fuels our cars. It is made into electricity. It powers our home. So these are oil rigs, and this is out in the ocean. Geologists use computer models. So if you see this, friends, this is a computer generated model of what our Earth looks like underneath the crust. These show what is underground. They use them to find minerals, rocks, and gems. Then they plan safe ways to mine them. Fun fact, did you know? Dynamite can be used to extract resources. Geologists play a role. They make sure the blast will not damage anything nearby. They make sure mining will not pollute the groundwater. Wow, that sounds like it would be a really interesting job. So, this is landfill, and what that means is that this isn't a natural hill here. Geologists, they help to keep Earth clean. They look for ways to safely remove waste. This must be done without polluting land or water, or they find ways to contain it. An example is a landfill. Geologists work on environmental cleanups. They create plans to test soil and groundwater. This is a core sample. Okay. So a core sample is when they drill deep into the earth and then they pluck a piece of sample in this long tube and then they bring it out and then they study it. And so she is holding a core sample. They call it a core because it is a core from the Earth's core. Geologists spend a lot of time working outside. This is called field work. They take core samples. Why? To know what is underground. They bore a hole. How? They drill into the ground with a hollow tube. Soil and rock collect inside the tube. Geologists then identify the rock and soil types in the sample and they record their findings. So, just like when we do science, when we record what we find, they do too. So it says, take a look. Findings are recorded. In what? A boring log, not a boring log like I'm bored, but when they bore into the earth, they keep a log of what they find. So this one tells us how many inches down they find it and what they find. So topsoil, rich and dark. Sand and silt is moist, brown to gray, some gravel. Sand and gravel is fine sand surrounding the gravel. Sand, medium to coarse. Coal, black coal. Sand, wet, coarse sand. And clay, which is soft and gray. So they keep diagrams and pictures. Chapter 3, Becoming a Geologist. Do you want to be a geologist? You must love the outdoors and have observation skills. Start studying geology. What else? Biology, chemistry, and physical science. Math and writing skills are important too. Why? For calculating and writing reports. You'll need a college degree and you must pass a test to get licensed. So, friends, all of these things that you are learning now, if you want to be a type of scientist, it's important that you are good and you keep studying. Do you like rocks? Oh, friends, I know I do. And exploring the outdoors? You could be a geologist. You may find a new oil field. You could make an important discovery. Fun fact, did you know? To work as a geologist, you need STEM skills. What does STEM stand for? Science, technology, engineering, and math. STEM careers are in demand and they pay well too. And friends, so much of what we do in class is STEM related. So here's activities and tools. Um, I am going to, if you want to read this, I want you to hit pause now because it talks about a different, or excuse me, a special core sample activity that looks like it's fun. And all it takes is bread, peanut butter, jelly, raisins, chocolate chips, cereal, noodles. So you probably have enough of this at home that you could actually do this. And if you do this boring activity, I please want pictures and I want to know what you found at each layer. And here, of course, is our index and different places if you want to go further. Ideas for parents and teachers. Again, if you want to pause this and read this, that would be fantastic. I'm going to bring my camera back on. So I hope you enjoyed that book. We are just getting into our new knowledge domain. So this is a super great start that we have. Okay, finish the book. This time I am going to estimate 120 points. Let's see. Ah, darn, 151 again. When am I going to learn? I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you consider being a geologist. I considered it when I was in college a long time ago, and then I almost became an anthropologist because I was just fascinated with culture in the past. So until our next story, have a great day, friends.